Well, Vim asked me to say something because we had to do voice over, and so he asked me to say something that was coming into my head at the start of that song. And so I said, I don't want to tell you about a girl, I don't want to tell you about a girl, and then the song starts, I want to tell you about a girl. And that just feels sometimes like that in a live situation. It felt true to that live situation.
During a gig, a normal gig, has it ever occurred to you again, like that in your head, I don't want to play that song, but
Yeah, sometimes it really does. Sometimes I'm not prepared or feel that I want, because you have to enter into the song in some way. And certainly there was some songs that were written about particular situations that I didn't play for years, really, after I'd written them and recorded them. I'm not going to tell you which ones, but that they became, I just didn't want to sing about that person, let's say. On a very brutal level, I just didn't want to sing about it. But that changes the songs. If the songs are any good, they stay around and they kind of demand to be sung in the end. Anyone else? They're trying to wind this up. Everyone's getting nervous here.
One question.
Yeah.
I would like to, first of all, I want to thank you for being here for the first time. I think everybody's really, really overwhelmed by this. And I want to ask you, I would like to know about if you go backwards into your Berlin period, which I consider one of the most interesting. I would like to know what was that city or that time in your life,
what did Berlin
influence your future work, because I know during that time it was like a lot of...
How did it influence my work?
Yeah, what's the difference between the Nick Cave nowadays and the Nick Cave in the past in this Berlin period?
Okay, look, that's a huge sort of question, and it's like lots of different questions, but Berlin was this amazing place to go to that adopted me into this artistic community that was there, and it was a genuine artistic community where everyone collaborated, and it was an amazing kind of hotbed of creativity. It was extraordinary time to be there, and it didn't have a influence over the imagery, I guess, in a lot of the stuff that I was writing at that time, but it had a huge influence over me as an artist.
Just a small question. I'm just curious about what kind of, if you are reading poetry at the moment, what kind of poets or what poets...
What kind of poetry do I like?
Do I like, or are you reading at the moment? I mean, if you are interested in...
Okay, the guy, I tell you, you've got to check this guy out.
Yeah.
Does anyone ever heard of Frederick Seidel?
No, I don't know him.
Seidel. He is a Manhattan poet, and I've been reading him a lot over the last few years.
Is he a young poet? Is he a young poet?
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's in his mid-70s, I think. But he writes, his poems are fucking unbelievable. So I really, urge anyone who's interested in poetry to check him out. Frederick Seidel.
Yo tengo un comentario, pero necesito la ayuda de traducción. ¿Me puedes ayudar? Lo que pasa es que me preocupa que no le lleguen a Nick unas cartas que escribí producto del amor y la energía revitalizante que me despierta, y pues me gustaría que se las entregaran. Por otra parte, no hay pregunta, la afirmación, qué bueno que existes, Nick.
La cara de Nick. ¡Bravo! ¡Bravo!
Oh. Are you that mad Mexican who keeps writing? They're difficult to understand.
No, pero yo no soy ese.
Thank you for existing.
Eres duranguense, yo creo.
Yeah.
Ayúdame, por favor. ¿Qué opinión te merece que siempre te ligan con Leonard Cohen, con Tom Waits? ¿Es competencia, amistad? Tom Waits. Apareciste.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest,
I'm Your Man es tu canción favorita.
What?
I'm Your Man es tu canción favorita.
No, man.
no, I'm Your Man is not my favourite song.
Although you sing
I
it.
tell you, look, as far as Leonard Cohen goes, I mean, I love Leonard Cohen. And that first, I don't know if it's the first record, that record, Songs of Love and Hate, had a massive effect on me as a kid. You know, when I was, I don't know, 15 or 16 years old, I lived in a country town, and someone got a hold of this copy of this record, and it was like nothing I'd ever heard before, and had a massive effect on me. And it's slightly embarrassing for me and uncomfortable for me to be put in like a category with Leonard Cohen, because Leonard Cohen to me is is someone that sort of operates up here, and so I always feel a little bit weird about that. Tom Waits, on the other hand, is kind of
Está increíble.
The last one, please.
Dos preguntas más, no hay chance.
oh, no.
What do you think? What do you think about Mexico? And do you plan to come back anytime soon?
I arrived here 2 days ago. The whole band was sick, like with the flu. We, at night time, were taken to a hotel. We were put in this hotel, and I've lain in bed for 2 days. I've seen maybe a Mexican maid, and had some strange kind of breakfast stuff, and been brought here. So I really, so as far as Mexico City goes, that's all I know. I wish I could say more. Tijuana, on the other hand, I've had a lot of experience with. Pardon? Oh, I could tell them all sorts of Tijuana stories, but I love that city, and I've been there 5 or 6 times through my back in the day.
Good stories.
I have some stories about Tijuana. Yeah. I'm saving them for my next book.
Thank you for sharing.
The title of my next book is Tijuana, I Love You.
Why did you choose Mexico to start your new
Well, we hadn't. Look, what happened? I apologise for never having come here before. I really do. I don't know why that's happened. But I've become very good friends with Everardo Gelt, who made Days of Grace, this amazing Mexican film.
Yes.
Yeah, and he is like, what the fuck are you doing? Why haven't you come to Mexico? And I'm like, I don't know. And he basically said that it's essential to come to this place. The shows will be amazing, all of that sort of stuff. And so we're here. And it's just part of the kind of circle that we do. We played a bunch of shows in Europe, and now for some reason we've whipped up to Mexico. We're heading down to LA and then off to Australia.
Wow.
So yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming. I really love your music, and I want to say thank you for this one. I really love it. I heard the Guardian stream, and it's amazing. My favorite song is Push the Sky Away, the song. So
Oh yeah.
So I would like to ask you which one your inspiration while you were writing.
For the inspiration for writing that song, I don't know. I don't deal in inspiration in that way. Some people see something or see something on the news or something like that, and they sit down and write a song about it. I've never written a song with that in that way. The songs just appear. They kind of just find themselves in a way, really. I really like that song too because of the reductive lyric. It ends with that kind of corny but very beautiful lyric, I think, about rock and roll music that I feel really connected to, and I love that song too. So.
Is Thomas already in good health, or is he still sick?
Thomas Fiedler can't be here. He played really beautiful drums on this new record, and he has a illness that is not going to kill him, but it's bad enough for him not to be able to come on this tour, which is really sad for us. We have, though, Barry Adamson has joined us. Some of you guys might know him. He's been amazing, and he's come at very short notice, which goes to show my general theory about the Bad Seeds, which is not that the Bad Seeds are a kind of a sort of snake skin that I kind of shed and leave behind me. You know, Blixa Bargeld, Mick Harvey, Kid Congo, you know. It's not like that. To me, the Bad Seeds are very much a community of people, and I think there's no one in the Bad Seeds, past or present, that I couldn't call on and that would be quite happy to play within the band. So Barry's come to play. We asked Blixa Bargeld to play on the new record. He was very much up for doing that, but circumstances prevented that. So what I'm trying to say is the Bad Seeds feel very much like a community of people, and it's very sad not to have Tommy with us.
Tell him that we missed him, and see you tonight. I love you so much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us about the Bootleggers project and working with Mark Lanigan and Nemiro Harris.
Yeah, we were trying to get Ralph's, this is about the Bootleggers, we were trying to get Ralph Stanley to sing some of that stuff. He wouldn't do certain things, and we just called Mark because we love his voice so much. That evening and the next morning he came down and sang those songs in a couple of hours, and he was just amazing, that guy. He's amazing. He's going to play with us in Australia, actually, Mark.
What kind of lasting influence do you have from playing with the birthday party, with the players, with Roland, with Mick, and with Tracy?
Roland and Tracy are dead.
Yeah, I know.
So, and Mick has just left the Bad Seeds. So, who was the other one? Me. Oh, yeah, but that was, yeah, I don't see much of Phil. I think, I don't know.
But what left in you being in a birthday party that has stayed with you all the way?
Everything, of course. You know, I mean, we don't just discard our, you know, I'm going to have to use that skin thing again, but we don't just discard things. We are everything. We are everything that we've done, just as you are. When you were younger, I don't know how old you are, but 31, yeah, you're a kid. But,
thank you.
You know, we are everything that we are. I don't know.
What kind of music do you listen actually?
Do I listen to? To be honest, there's some people who listen to it and some people who kind of make it. And I tend to not listen to a lot of music if I can help it.
We would like to visit the house where William Burroughs shot his wife here in Mexico City.
I didn't hear
that. Something about William Burroughs.
Would you like to visit the house where William Burroughs shot his wife?
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Yeah. Okay.
I used to live there. It's very close.
Oh, the pressure is on?
Yeah.
Pressure is on.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a sound check. Oh, fuck. Well, I think we have to go, so...
Thank you!